The Timberwolves.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learned from that game and are better going forward.
Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And here is James after the three-pointer from Prez. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Prez in the last matchup against Utah was all business. He picked up 67 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match, but he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, every night's different. They may try to...
With some changes, Floyd's checked in for Williams. Thomas comes in for Davis, and Prez is subbed in for Washington. On the court for the Heat, Daniels out there with Floyd. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Prez. And it's Lowry in at the 3, the small forward.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Furphy. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Miami leading by 13.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bender's checked in. The Heat also with a sub. Adebayo is checked in for Daniels. Paul passes to Mitchell. Paul outside. Tries it from 19. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. The 3. Prez with the bucket. Prez has got 6 in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc. Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
From downtown, and the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bender kicks to Jackson. Bender, no good. And here's Miami. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Here's Prez. Trains the three-pointer. Prez has got 25 points.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Timeout called, the Bucks. So both teams making some changes here. So a chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at Prez. Right now he leads in the East, getting plenty of ballots with his name on it.
And as much of an honor as it is to make the team, finishing number 1, I think it's just that much bigger.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer.
And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Heat.
Prez, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The kick out to Barnes. That 3 off the mark. Miami leading by 20. Here's Prez. And oh, he jams it right over Scotty Barnes. Wow.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Barnes sets a screen for Jackson. 1:25 left in the first half. Clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Thomas. The Heat have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. Here's Prez. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
James outside. Back to Jackson. It's hauled in by the Heat. Thomas got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Williams, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Miami, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So both teams changing it up here. Good on the second free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Here's Prez. From the top of the key, he buries it. Prez has got 32 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Pass to Furphy. Fires from deep. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Miami, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hey everybody, first off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block.
I think John Collins will fold seamlessly into this rotation. Obviously, his scoring and rebounding are big, but his...
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Bucks.
Can't miss this many shots and not be competitive.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Prez in this game, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Barnes out there with James. Then it's Daniels. Then there's Jackson. And it's Furphy in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Got that one up quick. And now that's 35 points for Prez.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Outside Jackson. Can't connect from short range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
To the left side wing. Pass to Daniels. Here's Furphy. Barnes outside. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Prez. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Prez has got 41.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees, so the experiment was a success.
A huge success, DA. Thank you. Out left to the wing. On the wing, Daniels. He's guarded by Adebayo. Here's Furphy, and he uses the glass on the layup. Furphy's got 8 points.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Prez bangs home the trifecta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Jackson dishes to Daniels. Great D that time from Adebayo.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Prez. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Barnes looking around. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Daniels. On the wing, James. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Prez. Connects again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Daniel. And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Here's Furphy. Back to Jackson. Shot to stop the run, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max force throwdown.
Here's Prez, and good! There's another.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Miami Heat way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming. And Franz is checked in for Washington. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.